black jizz that's hanging on him. And that's about it. I mean, he gets a little bit more animated if you keep your distance. But
like I had just to do the heal, which people will be seeing on my channel. I do keep quite a distance for a moment.
And there's a few attack combinations he'll do from a distance, but I don't really know them because I don't really back off from. I don't really get away from him.
I got stuck on an invisible thing.
Oh, and the item that I just picked up down there is a homeward bone. I think they're pretty much self-explanatory, but you can use them to return to the last bonfire you sat at, or as in Dark Souls 3 added, you can return to Firelink Shrine, which is here.
That hit me a time?
Now, from killing that boss, you get a coiled sword fragment that you actually just walk right up to this bonfire and stick it in, just like any rapist's dream. Just walk up and stick it in. And so now you have the Firelink bonfire. This is your Firekeeper, who is going to be doing your leveling up. There is storyline with her a little bit later on in the game. But you pretty much go to her to level up, and there's eventually a Firekeeper soul that you can use, that you give to her, and she will heal your hollow. That's a little bit interesting to explain. You don't actually go hollow in this game like you did in Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 1. In this one, it is just embered and unembered. And then, but you can get these, as part of a quest line, you get these sigils that actually make you go hollow.
Conniptions. And they'd have us seek the lords of Cinder and return
A little bit.
to their molding thrones.
Did you just ding your elbow?
But we're talking true legends. With
How's
the
your side
metal
feeling?
to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots. Don't you think?
Sorry, that's my roommate.
What a sick
Just gonna
joke.
run through this
Asking
conversation
us
with
to seek the lords of Cinder.
what is
and
this guy's
return
name?
them
The
to
dude that
their
just sits there and
molding
sulks all the time.
thrones.
I never remember his name.
Talking true legends. Those
That's
who would
Hawkwood,
link
the guy
fire.
you fight for the Twinkling
We're
Dragon
not fit to
Stone
lick their
head.
boots.
Is that the same dude that you summoned right before the bitchy
Yes.
dragon fight?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't realize that was
What
him.
a sick joke.
He's
Asking
a
us
fair and great
to
sword,
seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their
Pretty easy to
molding
kill.
thrones.
You just have to
We're
wade through
talking
his
true legends.
ability to heal.
Those who would link the fire.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much
We're
you
not
gotta
fit to
stay
lick
on
their
top of him
boots.
and never give him any distance, because the moment he gets enough distance, he starts healing.
But thankfully, that's a fight that you don't have to worry about until probably a good 10 hours, at least 10, 20 hours into the game. Well, if you play like
What's
me, it's
10
about
or
10 to
20
20
hours?
hours. The fight with Hawkwood. Well, it could be.
Quite a
It
few
might be.
more hours than that.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yep.
More like 40 hours into the game because you have to go all the way up to Archdragon Peak.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. But most of you want to do that because that's where you. Well, actually, there is no Dragon Covenant, but they do have the Dragon Chest, the Dragon Stone for the Torso Dragon Stone and the Head Dragon Stone. And he's part of the quest to get those.
Twinkling.
Well, he's part of the quest to get the
Twinkling
Twinkling
Torso.
one. This
Which
is the
pretty much
chick.
useless.
This is your merchant. She's pretty much your main merchant, and I am just blowing right through her dialogue. I'm sorry.
I'm undead too, but
Yeah, I clicked through a lot of dialogue too, and I'm already headed to High Wall of Lothric. I didn't even go and fight my master. I wasn't really interested in fighting him yet because I don't have a need for that Uji Katana, and the souls would have been enough for like maybe 2 more levels. But right now, I was just thinking about getting into the first boss before our time is up. Since you said only about an hour that you're planning on.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if we break it into 15-minute segments, I was just thinking about just going on for like an hour because I know Jesse was probably going to be getting back. He may have been getting back on. He might want to do some PvP, or I don't know what he wants to do. Because I know he has some areas that he wants to beat. I mean, yesterday he was asked, didn't you need help with the twins? Or no, you wanted to farm the twin or farm the area before the twins.
I've already done that. I got my level up where I wanted it.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to be able to use some stuff I was not able to use.
Right. Oh, important for anybody, or important for you guys to know, the white soapstone is no longer an item that you have to go and find. You actually buy it from her.
Oh, I did forget to do that. Darn. Now I have to go and get the bonfire and then quickly warp back.
Well,
And Andre is your
cover,
blacksmith.
I see.
Wonderful Andre returning from Dark Souls 1.
I serve at this shrine. As you're in search of the Lords of Sindu,
I'm really glad they got rid of the dude, the funky looking dude from Dark Souls 2.
You require good arms.
Actually, I don't even
Let
think they
me
brought over
smith
any
you. I
character
am a
from Dark
smith.
Souls 2. Oh, except for
Such is
Kai.
my purpose. Weapons and protection are sturdy enough by and large, but when overused, they'll eventually break.
Jesse, I am sorry if we're
When
boring
their
the shit out of you.
durability is low, repair becomes
Oh
a
no,
necessity.
I'm just
Use a powder, or simply rest at
going
a
through
bonfire.
the quest line
But
for
should chance compel them break, bring them me.
Leonhard,
I'll hammer 'em back into shape.
Leonard,
They
whatever
take
his name
no
is, the
pleasure
guy who
in
gives you the
breaking, I assure
5
ye.
cracked red eye
So
orbs.
handle them with care,
Oh, okay.
if you would. There are 2 ways to smith.
So you guys know, if you
weapons.
talk to Andre a
Simple
second time, he will give
reinforcement is
you.
one,
If you
and
if you actually
infusion
forcefully
the
talk
other.
to him twice, he will give
Reinforcement
you
is
the hooray
straightforward.
gesture.
It strengthens a weapon without altering
Ironically,
its
oddly
property.
enough, gestures are used
Infusion
a
is a
crap
more
ton in
advanced
this game.
form of
People are.
smithing
I'm always
that
using my gestures.
infuses an element.
They're actually
Reinforcement
used for some
requires
storyline
titanite,
quests.
and
Yeah,
infusion
some of them are
requires
necessary for
gems.
some of the storyline.
Bring the stones,
You eventually
and
get
I'll
one
do the
called
smithing.
Path of the Dragon, I think it's
That's my
called.
purpose, after all. In battle,
Pretty much sit
your
down in a
weapons
meditative
are your
stance,
only
and you
friends.
actually, by doing that,
Forge them
I know of two
they
specific,
won't let you down.
two specific locations where you receive an item for doing that stance, and then another one that actually unlocks a whole other area. So, one thing you guys will notice is this a lot Estus. You now have 2 different Estus flasks. You have your regular Estus flask and you have your Ashen. Ashen recovers your mana or FP, and obviously the Estus flask recovers your health. Since I'm running tank, I'm just going to allot it to all 4 regular Estus flasks. I don't even think, and all the playthroughs I've done, I don't think I've had to come to him for repairment of anything. I haven't had to repair anything because bonfires repair your gear again. But
And the gear is just more durable in this game than it was in previous Dark Souls.
I mean, I've had to use
Sure,
repair
you can
powders.
break it, but I've never had to use a repair power. I've literally never had to. My weapon has never went
pretty be
under a
careful,
quarter
I don't.
of never even the little red bar has never even went away a quarter of the. I don't randomly swing at stuff either.
That's true. Well, I know
You-
for
if
me,
you just randomly swing your weapon.
I know for me, there was a long period of time where I was running only with my claymore, and I kept dinging my weapon off of walls all the time, which just like in the previous Dark Souls game, it actually does take a chunk out of your thingy. It takes a chunk out of your durability. Yeah, that's what I meant. That was a blonde moment. Leave me alone. I live in California. If you guys come out here, you can actually
Don't make me
get...
sing the California Girl song.
if you guys come out here outside of our Firelink Shrine, you will find actually 2 embers. Here's one right here, and the other one. Well, actually, there's another item over here. I think it's a homeward bone.
What's wrong there?
Yeah, homeward bone. You get one there. But if you come right over here and drop down right here, here's another ember, and here is a bitch hound that is going to die. Dumb dog. Leave me alone. The dogs are extra aggravating in Dark Souls 3. They're extremely annoying. So, even if you are OP, take a little bit of caution with them because they will stun lock you repeatedly. I'm probably gonna die here because I'm gonna take on my master, but let's see how this goes.
Have fun.
Missed. I will hit you a couple times though. Damn it, missed that too. I'm trying to parry him, if you guys are wondering what the fuck I'm doing.
And
Not-
apparently failing.
Yes, horribly. There's the parry. There's the repost. Lay down, tap away, get up, so I can smack it a couple times. Dodge back. Heal a little bit. Oop, don't let him get that double hit on you, otherwise you're pretty much dead. Oh shit. Oh, I actually killed him.
Man, when you swing at a dog with a mace, they go flying.
Oh yeah. They're airborne rangers with the mace. But just so you guys know, if you are going to take on the master, normally he is a slightly tough fight early on, just because he does that skill slash that hurts, and that same katana, the Uchi katana, which I just picked up, its secondary skill is a parry, so he will parry you and repost you. Which always sucks. Because for me, every time he's ever reposted me, as I'm getting up, he goes right into his skill slash again, which also does a shit ton of damage.
Harridan, I
Yeah.
gotta say something real quick, because I'm at a point that I want to mention. Alright, over here, this item that I picked up was a bow. It's the first bow you can get. And over here, this guy, if you don't kill him fast enough, he turns into one of those things like the boss did, but a smaller version. A little bit smaller, but still pretty big, and they still hurt a lot. I don't know exactly what they're called, but we just call them like black slime monsters or something weird like that. We always give them a different name.
Jizz
But
monkeys,
either way,
whatever.
huh?
Jizz monkeys, whatever.
Yeah. And if you come up and kill him real fast, he won't turn. But if you don't, he'll turn, and then he'll make this area a little harder. If you just want to do a quick run to get the first bow you can get your hands on, just do what I did and make sure you hit him first. He's the one that's just sitting here in a prayer. The archer is going to hit you, but you want to focus on him because he'll get up, and in a couple seconds, he will start turning. And once the transformation happens, it's over. He's going to turn. You're going to be stuck fighting him as a monster. And he has a lot more health, does a lot more damage. So I recommend just, getting it over with quickly. But if you wait until he transforms and then kills him, you get a Titanite shard, I think it is, or a large Titanite shard. I can't remember.
You get.
Is it a regular or a large Harridan?
It's a regular in this area. But it's not worth
Okay,
it because
so-
he beats your ass.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
really
pain
not.
in the ass.
So, Yeah, KT's like way ahead of me right now.